this here, and welcome to my first ever mcreator tutorial. Yes, I'm actually going to start doing mcreator tutorials now. Why? Because the guy who does them is outdated as hell. I can't find any fucking mcreator tutorials. I had to code an entire complicated thing all by myself. So I was just like, you know what? I I'm gonna do tutorials so that people don't have to go through the bull crap I just went through. Hello, sheep. Why are you pushing me? Are you the ghost of Barcat? Fuck off. Anyway, um, so me and my friends code a lot of mcreator. So I figured I should probably do a little bit of a tutorial because we have a lot of really cool things we found out we can do with this. And I'm gonna teach some of you. Starting out with something very basic, literally, and I'm not gonna go over like how to import entities into this at all yet. But I will be going over a basic bit of coding for this first video. If people want to know more about how you like import custom models and all that, I'd be more than happy to just say so in the comments, please. I will do a video on it. But yeah, there is something else that we're going to be going over here, and it's how my animatronics work. So this is also going to kind of double as a refresher course for anyone who's having trouble with my FNAF mod. But yeah. So the way these animatronics work is literally you have the endo, you can plop a suit on it, then you can also take the suit off. And also you can turn them on and they actually like start moving and stuff. Then you can turn it back off, they stop moving, and then you can pick them up with a hand truck. So yeah. There's a few things going on there. We're gonna go over to mcreator and we're gonna look at how the hell I do that. It's actually pretty simple. Uh, so once once you all see it, it's probably not gonna be that complicated. There's more complicated stuff there's definitely more complicated stuff that I've done at this point. But yeah, it works. It functions. It functions well. Clearly people like it. And yeah, let's pop over to mcreator real quick. Okay, so here are my mcreator workspace, and we're within the Endo01 section of the workspace. Don't mind these things that say like aggressive stuff. We're not focusing on that right now. If you guys want to know how the hell I do that, it's very simple. I'll show you all later in probably another video. But yeah. First off, we're gonna focus on the I believe here the inactive state of the endo, which is the more useful thing. You can also see how the animatronic turns on. Well, I should probably explain how the hell this all works real quick. So what this is something you can get from over here under flow control, if do statement. And what you can do with if do's is if you click on this little gear, you can add else if, and something that's an if do, else if do, which is incredibly useful. If you're gonna do really long bits of coding, you're gonna be using a lot of these. There's a bunch of other ones, but this is the one I like to use. There's also just the if do, else if do that's already there. I'm pretty sure, yeah, you can add more else ifs to it. But yeah, I tend to just use the if do, and then if it needs more, I just add more else if do. But yeah, there's a few different things you can do with this. So first off, this statement is stating that if in the main hand is the animatronic controller, it'll play the note block ping, and then it will spawn the Endo01 full entity, which the Endo01 full is just a normal entity. No real special properties about it, other than the fact that it moves and makes sounds. That's about it. And it also despawns this entity, which is the Endo one, inactive. Which is, frankly, the easiest way to spawn an entity. Just despawn the previous one, spawn the new one, right on top of it. But yeah. There's also this, which is telling you, which is checking if in the main hand is one of the animatronic suits. It then does something else. It removes the animatronic suit from your inventory, one of them, plays the leather armor equip sound, and then spawns Unwithered Freddy inactive, and despawns this Endo. So yeah, this is the remove, this is the play sound, this is the spawn entity, and this is the despawn. If you want to know how to use these, just literally click on them and then you're good. I can easily undo that. That's why I did that. Click on these little sections and you can change them. But yeah, this is just how you spawn the haunted one. Same shit. And as for the hand truck, it's just a hand truck, but instead of removing it, it's using the add block to add this. Then play a sound, then despawn. So yeah, there's a few different things here. A lot of people seem to think that this is all happening in one entity. No, it's happening in multiple entities. Each animatronic comes in multiple entities. That is how they function. Now we're gonna go back here, and don't mind the fact that I have 879 mod elements. This mod took a lot of stuff. But if we go over to Unwithered Bonnie, the one we were looking at earlier, there is actually a very different look to its programming bits. Go with the inactive one, which would be the active one. Oh no, this is the active one. The inactive? Oh no, wait. You see, as I progressed with this mod, I had a different layout for all of my stuff. Here, let me show you one of the newer animatronics. Let's go Junior's Puppet. It goes Junior's Puppet inactive, and then its code, and then basically I figured out how to organize it better later. Well, Unwithered Bonnie is one of the first animatronics I ever made, so its coding is a little weird. Fun behind the scenes fact: I did not have proper, I guess, setup. I guess when I was making these. But yeah, let's just go with the base one, which has a lot of code, a lot of different code. Okay, so it has the like whole animatronic controller. It has that, but it also has this, which is the screwdriver programming. So yeah, none of the items have any programming in them, guys. They have no MBT data or anything. They are literally just trigger items for specific commands that are done within the mod. That is how the mod works. Also, why is this not organized correctly? Hold on, that's gonna bug me. Hold on. That one's organized correctly. No? But yeah. So what this does is this adds the Unwithered Bodysuit, plays sound, spawns the Endo normal inactive, and despawns the Bonnie. Of course, this one activates the Bonnie, and then for said Bonnie, go into the possessed one because this just has one thing. It's literally just the inverse of what I did before. It's spawning the inactive one. Turn it off. So yeah. If anyone wanted to know how the hell these animatronics work, that's how they work. If you want to know how anything else works, like spawning them or anything, I guess say so in the comments. But yeah, I just wanted to make a quick little tutorial for anyone who's trying to figure out how to do this. And if anyone's wondering how the hell some of this is held together like this, a little bit, this is actually a logic thing you can find. It's right here. You just take the item in main hand. Also, don't forget to replace source entity. A lot of people forget this. Source entity and event target entity are two different things. Source entity is literally the one holding the item is triggering it. If you're using event target entity, that's not going to work. That's checking the entity that it is in order to trigger the command. If you're trying to use event target entity, don't. You can swap this out. It comes off. I really should mention that. I cannot stress that enough. I've done it myself. It fucking sucks. Also, if you're going to use a procedure a lot, I would suggest exporting the procedure. There's an export button right here, or in an importing a procedure when you want to reuse it. Just make a folder for procedures. It's useful. Trust me. It's made coding many things infinitely faster. I will show you one of said things. Probably my most proudest achievement, but I'll show it to you once that mod is out, because it's not for this mod. Yes, I am working on a second mod. Yes, it will be really cool. Hopefully it'll get as many downloads as this mod got. I'm still... Today I just talked to Anne about the fact that it has 1,000 downloads, and she's so impressed. I am so impressed. Everyone is fucking impressed with the fact that this got 1,000 downloads. I don't know how, but yeah, I just wanted to give a quick tutorial on how the fuck the mod works for anyone, because some people have been asking. It was mostly in DMs, but some people have been wondering how the hell they work. This is how they work. So yeah, pretty basic, but it works really well. So if you need to make something anywhere similar, like if you need to transfer an entity from one form to another, you can. And as a bonus bit, I'll actually show you how the fucking how the aggressive version works. It literally does a check to see if not is day in provided world. If the is day in provided world code, just put a not in front of it and it'll check if it's night. That easy. And for those wondering, because I just realized I probably should explain real quick where to put all of these. This one, yeah, this will work. You go to triggers, go to if entity right-clicked, or any of these really work. But also for the daylight sensing, you're going to need on entity tick update. That is how you check for specifically daylight, unless you want to use like if right-clicked in day. But if you want it to just check itself for if it's day, then just use this. Unless you want it to check like when player collides with the entity, or initial entity spawn if it is day. But yeah, do with that knowledge what you will. Make whatever mods you want. If anyone needs any more explicit tutorials on things that I've done in mods, I'll be happy to explain them. I really don't care if people use the code. But yeah. I'm going to end this video here. So I hope everyone has enjoyed. If you wish to join the ranks of the CP Foundation, don't forget to shoot that like button, slay those comments, and contain the subscribe button. And guys, I'll see you in the next video, live stream, or whatever I do next. Peace, guys.